Hey everybody, it's the Nitty Professor, and today I thought I would go into my collection of boot and leather care products and let you all weigh in on what I might be missing. So, most of the stuff I've acquired in recent years, although a few of these products are kind of dated. Back in the day when I was growing up, leather shoes were the norm, and people had shoe polish in their drawers and cloths and brushes and spray, and it was just everybody just took care of their footwear. Now everything's pleather and it's plastic, and we're sort of in an elite group of slow fashion good taste that we care to have American made leather boots to put on our feet. So I'll start with some of the oils and stuff. This is the Phoebing's Golden Mink Oil. A few of you watched me apply this to my Truman black oil tanned rough out boots, and that was kind of a cool adventure. As far as conditioner, I also have a small container of the Smith's all natural leather balm. Obviously golden mink oil, that's just mink oil, right? Probably wouldn't want to eat it, but it does claim to waterproof your boots. This is made in the US from Milwaukee. I bought it at the local cowboy boot store, and it's called the Hitchin Post. This I got at the Nick's store in Spokane. So this leather balm has cocoa butter, beeswax, and pure sweet almond oil. That's it. That's what it says right on there. That's it. I have the leather cream. This is a Red Wing product. I'm hoping to get to Red Wing early next month when I make a trip to Minneapolis to try to pitch my novels. This is a neat's foot oil blend, and my understanding is that neat's foot comes from cow hooves. It contains DMDH hydantoin. And you can visit Red Wing Shoes for more information on the ingredients. And it is a product of Red Wing, Minnesota. I've used that on specifically the Red Wing boots, but I've probably used it on a few other boots too. I've used this Black Rock. Thinking I got this in Spokane as well. I can't swear to it, but this is a cleaner, softener, and preservative. Leather enriched. And as far as the ingredients, well, it's from Tennessee. That's where it's from. Has a unique formulation that is colorless. And I'm striking out on the ingredients list. If you all know what's in this Black Rock, maybe you could weigh in a little bit, because I could try taking off my glasses, but I don't know if that's going to do any good, because it just says it's a unique formulation. Shows you how to use it. If it's leather, use Black Rock, and it's good for exotic leathers, but it's not good for children, so keep it away from your kids. This product I bought on y'all's recommendation, the Venetian leather balm, and I think it worked pretty well on my Wolverine 1,000 miles in the olive tanned blue leather from Horween. This is from Chicago. Let's see if it tells us what's in it. Fine oils. Okay, that's pretty vague. Conditioners and waxes. Again, it must be a proprietary blend. They don't want to tell us, unlike Phoebing's mink oil, where they just tell us right on the front that's what it is, right? The Venetian company doesn't want us to know what we're putting on our shoes. Then I have Bic 4. I also picked this up at the Hitchin Post. I assume that cowboy boot aficionados like to use this. That's why they carry it. So it's the leather conditioner, and it's manufactured in Whitmore Lake, Michigan. And again, must be a proprietary formulation, because I would probably have to search long and hard to know what I'm actually putting on my boots, but it seems to work. Now, as far as cleaners go, I've got a couple of options. Most of the time I just use water, but in severe cases, I have been known to use this Lexol pH. Believe it or not, I picked this up 30 years ago, and it still works, folks. It's from Marietta, Georgia, Lexol Industries. I don't even know if that company still exists. Don't use it on suede, I'm told. But it's a balanced leather cleaner that is glycerin enriched. And it's just for all kinds of leathers. Kind of thinking that this might be something I inherited from my mom. It's quite possible. It's been around for a good while. And since she lived in Alabama, it would make sense that that's its ultimate provenance. Saddle soap. Got this from Red Wing. I do have somewhere or other a big old container of saddle soap that I think has kind of deteriorated to the point where, given it is 40 or 50 years old, I might not want to use it. But this is a Red Wing, Minnesota product. Recommended for oil tanned, suede, nubuck, dry tanned, and waterproof leathers. And I've used this, definitely works really well. So, I don't know. There might be better saddle soaps. It's interesting to go to your Western stores and see what the people who actually have saddles put on their saddles. Now, I have a couple of sprays. This is a Phoebe's product. Again, picked it up at the Western wear store. Water protector. Made in the USA, Milwaukee. Repels water when applied to leather, suede, and canvas. I'm not sure that I've broken this open yet. I should try it. Then I have Raylin. I've heard good things about this product. Again, I think I picked it up at the Western boot store. And it's called Aquatech, the ultimate weather protector for shoes, boots, and accessories. Used on leather, suede, and fabric. Or if you're a French aficionado, pour cuir, suède, et tissu. And this is manufactured in Canada. So you would think the Canadians knew what they were doing when it comes to taking care of their winter boots and the like. So that covers... Oh, got one more. This is Raylin also. It's a desalter. And again, I have not tried this yet. This past year, we had very little snowfall. Not a whole lot of salt. I probably could have used it a few times. But it says use on leather and suede. And it removes salt stains from leather and suede shoes. So I'm kind of glad that I have it because, you know, it could happen, right? I could have some serious salt stains and I could try that out. So I can't recommend it or not, but I have it. Now, as far as applying, so I have this, I used this on my boot conditioning video the other day and I was like, can't remember where I got it, but I don't know if you can read that on there. This is a Smith's product. Now, it could well be that I think I might have purchased like a little kit with this. And I got this rag. And it says all natural Smiths made in Maine. Is that what it says? Leather balm. Is that where it's made? Smith's leather balm. You might know, yeah. Handmade in Maine. Look at that. So, yeah. That's where this cloth is from. And this is good, I think, for wiping down, polishing, and it's just rag, right? It's like heavy cotton rag. This is another cloth, and don't have to tell you where I got that from. Grant Stone. So, I'm sure I could use this very easily to polish. It's gotten a bit of use. I'm sure it'll wash up really great. But that would be my inclination. If you think it's used for anything besides buffing and polishing, I would love to know your thoughts on the matter. But it's very handsome. I like the Grant Stone logo. Whoever made that was smart. So sometimes you need to brush your boots. I've got a series of brush products here. Nick's Handmade Boots. This one is made in the USA and it's a horsehair brush. And it's really great for maybe, a light removal of dust and grit. And you can probably get into the welts with it a little bit too. I have this smaller horsehair brush from Kiwi. I think I might have picked that up at Target. But, it's the same idea. And they have these kind of gullies on the side so you can grip it really good, which is nice. I've shown my use of this brush in the past. This is a beard brush. Obviously, I'm beard free. But I thought, well, it's a little bit stiffer. So it might be useful on, say, a rough out or where you have a hunk of mud that's a bit more recalcitrant and just needs a little bit more scrubbing. And I have This is by PDAG International. This is a horsehair brush that's more for your nooks and crannies, so getting up in the tongue or in the welt in the stitching. And I've got a couple of those. Here's another one. This one is from Smith's Leather Balm. Yeah, I think I got a whole kit from them, and those are the 3 components, all natural, made in Maine. So again, it's really nice, and I'm gonna assume that the NYX brush and this brush were made not in China, but in America. Here's a throwback. Did any of y'all ever have Hush Puppies? When I was in band, we were required to have white Hush Puppy shoes that were made of pigskin. You can even see the dog logo on here. I don't know if the light will pick that up for you, but reminds me of my youth for sure. Hush Puppies. I don't know if I can read. There's some writing on this. I'm going to assume that this was made in the USA because this came from back in the 70s. Casual shoes. It says New York on here. I'm going to have to use a magnifying glass to do any better. But this has the nylon with the metal inside. So this is a specifically Hush Puppy suede brush, but it works good on any suede. And I would argue that it would work well on rough out as well. It's pretty harsh. If I used it to brush me, I would get an abrasion. But I have a couple of other brushes that are made for suede. This one is just the plastic bristles. And again, it's perfect for getting into the welts. And, it's a little small for a suede brush, but it does the trick. This one says right on there, suede brush. And it is metal. And it's just big enough to where it works very well on suede. If you want to raise the nap, then this is your go-to. I also happen to have a brush that I'm going to argue that, I don't know, looks like the kind of thing I used as a kid when we got dirty nails because we were playing out in the sandbox, but it has a little handle, so that makes it also a good go-to for working on suede. As far as the remaining products that I have here, I have quite the collection of shoelaces. I do prefer leather, so on occasion I will pick up, if I see them, I'll pick them up because you never know when they might wear out or something. This is called Safety Care. I don't know if I might have gotten this in Runnings. This one is made in India, which isn't too surprising because a lot of leather goods, more and more actually, are coming out of India, but they are pretty decent laces. So I'm toying with changing out the laces on one of my pairs of boots. And I have, Truman will a lot of times give you 2 sets. So they'll give you the leather and then they'll give you these, I guess it's a waxed cotton lace. And I tend to prefer the leather. So I've got several pairs of these lying around. But I have a heap. I have a lot of laces I've collected over the years. And Taft's was kind enough to give me this shoehorn. And if I have a pair of boots where they are really recalcitrant, they do not want to get broken in, sometimes I have to resort to this boot length shoehorn to get those babies on. So I do keep this handy in a place where I put on my boots just in case I have an issue or I'm, sore that day or something. Lastly, I'm not sure how useful these are, but I did purchase them. They didn't cost a whole lot. These are Wolfskin oil pads, and again, they were from the Hitchin Post, and I thought, well, might be worth, trying. You can apply, it says saddle soap, leather oil, leather conditioner. So, I thought, well, maybe. I haven't used them yet, but if I do, I'll let you know. I'd be curious if any of you use this kind of thing. So, yeah, that's my leather care lineup. I don't have any open offs. I'm sure that my son, who's the boot aficionado, would be very sorry to know that that is the case because he swears by the open offs. But I did purchase this one, and I do have the Big 4. I'm getting kind of low on the Smiths. Obviously, it was just sort of a teaser sampler. I really like that, and I like the way it smells. But I've got a generous amount of the mink oil, so that's not going to get used up anytime soon. But, if you feel like I'm missing something, or if you have any recommendations or advice you can share with all of us about this kind of thing. For some reason, I forgot to hold this up. I do own black shoe polish. I'm not sure when I might use it, but you never know. So, yeah, I do own that. And this is made in China. So there you go. Not proud of it, but I happen to have access here to my son's old. He bought this from Wilson's Leather. This is a leather care set. I'm sure he would be very proud to know that I was showing this to you. And it's kind of cool, if you're traveling and you're going to be getting your boots dirty or something, you've got this supply of various brushes in there and a cloth. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, he brought his Obenaufs with him. Just sneaking a peek in here. Let's see. Well, he has a cork sealer. So yeah, I haven't had a need for that. But he's also got some brushes and shoe polish. So better put this away. God forbid I should steal it from him, right? He wouldn't like that. So anyhow, looking forward to your weighing in on this discussion and letting us know what products. Maybe you have some favorites or some that you hate and you wouldn't recommend at all, and you could warn us away from those. And just let us know your thoughts. I appreciate your listening in, appreciate your subscriptions, and looking forward to trying to get to the Red Wing store. It's definitely a goal, so I'll keep you posted on that. So y'all take care. See you soon. Bye.